Via the couple of names drawn via the lottery, if you will, to get into the 16-car field. $5,000 to win. Contested on the 8th mile. And as you heard Warren tell you a while ago, we're boiled down to Elrod and McDonald last year in the final round. Well, here's Jacob taking on Joey Fusting. Jacob on a 620. Joey on a 570. Very quick, very fast-paced. 16-car field. Out of the gate they go. Joey looking to send Jacob back to the pits. Does so with a 574 on a 570 at 143. 621 by Jacob on the 622 thousandths of a second. Difference between the two, and Joey wanting that one on the starting line with a 004 reaction time. Denny Napier and Phil Smida. Denny Little Vega out of Ohio. Smida's Cavalier likewise from the Buckeye State. Bit of a handicap start going to go to Phil. Denny's Vega, though, has been on a bit of a tear of late. Denny going rounds and climbing into the Moser Shootout. 16-car field over just the last couple of races. Looks like Denny nor Phil wants to slide in and stage first. There we go. Spider rolls in. Denny right alongside of him. Red light start by Phil. This one's all over with. But the crying, or the screaming and yelling, however you want to look at it. Napier goes 732 on the 735. That's good for the win. 009 red light start by Phil Smida. Just a bit quick out of the gate. Going down the racetrack. Coming out of the stock eliminator category. TC Morris, your number 1 points earner in the stock division. Aaron Allison, number 2. And Terry out there lining up. Aaron, Donna chatting via racing radios to hubby TC over here on the right-hand side in the Pontiac GTO. Again, 3/10 handicap start. Going to go to the Pontiac. Very quick, very short, 8-mile race, win light. Going to go to TC, 682.3. He's under by 7 thousandths. 650 on a 653 by Aaron. He's under by 28 thousandths. So, therefore, being the closer of the two, TC Morris and the Pontiac GTO will get the win. Here's our 2 wild card contestants, Larry Hodge and Tim Irwin. Larry coming off the 105-day extravaganza known as the April Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series event in Indianapolis. We started it in April. We finished it in August. So it only took 104 days to win Super Stock for Larry. Tim Irwin just happy to be here. Indianapolis a couple of weeks ago. Had fuel system failure. Driving the Chevy Lumina down the right-hand side of the racetrack. The engine decided to run on nothing but nitrous oxide and no fuel. Those of you that are engine guys know that, well, that's not a good thing. Wind light, go to Larry. 664 on a 662, 506 on a 505 by Tim. Larry had a little bit to work with as he had the better reaction time of the two. Irwin's hot rod just a little bit laid out of the gate. So Larry Hodge, Superstock Monte Carlo, will be back to run Denny Napier's Little Vega in the semifinals. The quarterfinals. Jeff Dona right now and Tyler Bohannon, a couple of young guns in our super stock world. Tyler out of Louisville making the short toe down. I asked him, I said, did Dad not give you permission to drive the Corvette this weekend? And he said, Bobby says, I just show up and they hand me the keys. Just kind of depends on which car's ready to go. So the Camaro's ready to go this weekend, so I'm driving in. Jeff Dona, meanwhile, gorgeous Pontiac Formula over here on the right-hand side. Jeffrey trying to take out Tyler at the finish line stripe, gets it done. 6:09.9, under by one, Jeff Dona. 6:31 on a 6:35. Tyler under by a whole lot more. So Dona gets the win. He'll be back to run TC Morris, Battle of the Pontiacs, again in the quarterfinals. Now we'll flip over to the other side of the ladder. J.B. Strasweg and Lynn Ellison. For those of you that are familiar with Lynn and the Pirate car, you might look down and say, wait a minute, that's not the Pirate car. That's correct. They spun a bearing in Lynn's motor this morning. Motor, engine, you know what I'm talking about. He borrowed the car. They're swapping the engine out of daughter Lynn's car into Dad's car for competition for the rest of the weekend, but not able to get that engine swap done in time for the Moser Shootout. So Lynn taking on JB, and I got to tell you, Lynn's at a bit of a disadvantage. Driving a car, never driven. See how well it goes. He's better on the tree, and he gets the win. 42 on a 39. J.B. Strasweg, the dragstersforsale.com machine, goes 398 on a 395, 20 thousandths of a second. Down at the other end of the racetrack, and some days pays to get out of bed. For Lynn Ellison, they probably didn't think so when they spun the bearing in the engine during warm-up this morning, but hey, he's on to the quarterfinals in the Moser Shootout. And he's going to come back to run either Mark McDonald or Bad Eye Breiniger. Yep, that's his name, Bad Eye Breiniger, out of Ohio, a tool and die engineer. Wheeling and dealing 714 cubic inches of top sportsman Ford Mustang. Mark McDonald says, well, you got to have such a big engine for? My Mustang's only got 598 cubic inches. Out of the top sportsman points earners, Breiniger was number one. McDonald was number two. Let's see which one of them gets to come back for round number two. Breiniger on a 442 dial. McDonald on a 418. And the woodlight's going to go to McDonald. Dead on 3 on his 418 dial. 43.6 on a 42 dial by Breiniger. 33 thousandths of a second down at the other end of the racetrack. The true margin of victory for McDonald. So McDonald looking to go back to the final round. Takes one step closer. Jacob Elrod, who won it last year, saw him go out in the first pair in his Super Comp Dragster. Now he's back in his Super Gas Roadster, taking on Devin Eisenhower. And Devin Eisenhower, of late, has been certifiably hot in his Camaro Roadster. 20-year-old out of Lebanon, Indiana, over here on the right-hand side. 694s a pair up on the scoreboards. And this would be the final pair. Super Stock getting ready to come up next. Green lights and away we go. And this one's going to be interesting. Got a great race shaping up here to round up round number one. And Jacob goes 0-4-2. As Devin Eisenhower gets the win. 92.7 on the 94. Beats a 90 with a 4 on the 694. So Jacob's day is done, at least as far as the Moser Shootout is concerned. It'll be Devin Eisenhower, Joe Fusting. Next round of eliminations, Mark McDonald and Lynn Ellison. Larry Hodge and Denny Napier. Jeff Dona and T.C. Morris doing battle as we have taken our 16-car Moser Engineering Sportsman Shootout field and whittled it in half.